Okay, it is the Ragin' Reject. You are watching currently Ragin' Reject TV. Um, this is a video. I just made my abortion videos. Check it out. And I also made my John Cena why he does he deserve to be world champion again? Unbiased video. This is not me being a hater or a defender. It's just an unbiased viewpoint of John Cena being WWE champion and what does he bring to it. But anyways, moving on, this video right here is about things that I hate, maybe piss me off. I don't know what I'm going to call it because I don't know what I'm going to get into. Sometimes, videos come to mind at random, just like, I'm coming up with a video, and then I'll just think, all I got to do is think of a topic, and then I go for it, get 10 minutes of just, I'm good with that. I'm not good with scripts. Sometimes I can make a script, but, like, not a script word by word, just more of a, kind of a general idea of what I want to talk about in the video, so I don't really go over, but anyways, things that I hate. This is at the top of my head. I'm sorry, guys, if I'm not completely direct, or I'm not, consistent about what I'm talking about, but, anyways, let's start out. Things that piss me off. Number one, this is not in order, it's just, my first thing I'm talking about. Girls who claim all guys are the same when they have bad taste in men. That really pisses me off. I see this all on Meet Me all the time, dating sites, all that, Facebook or whatever, and it just gets on my nerves. And it's just like, you're making all of us guys look the same, You're saying all guys are the same. All guys are jerks. And it's because of your stupid ass, where you can't tell a douchebag. I mean, I can understand if you're dating a guy who doesn't look like, a complete douchebag, or he doesn't look like the type that would hurt you. Yeah, fine. But if he, so y'all girls are out. But the girls who clearly date the bad boys, or any guy who's clearly a douchebag, and you complain, you think you have the right to complain about anything. No, honey. No. So anyways, so that's that. I'm gonna move on to number deuce. Anyways, so I guess let's see what to talk about. I hate trolls. They really piss me off. Not in a way where they want to piss me off, but in a way where there's so many of them. I wish there was less of them. It really just annoys me when somebody says, "You mad, bro," or, not for the fact that it, pisses me off. It pisses me off that they're so unoriginal, where they have to copy the same person, and then they actually have the audacity to insult me when they're not even clever enough to come up with their own material. I mean, if you're going to insult me, you got to be pretty damn clever. There are thousands upon millions of trolls. Millions and millions, almost a billion. But anyways, more or less, all these trolls in the world, and you think that your generic little hate mail is gonna insult me? I've been on the internet for years, buddy. I'm not gonna get insulted by some generic little comment saying you're fat or whatever. And then when I comment back, you're like, "Oh, you commented back, so you must care." Ooh, shut up. Shut up, you stupid dumbass. That's why you don't reply to trolls, because they some reason think by you replying or talking, they always take your words, and then the way they read them is like, that's how they think you sound when you reply anything. Like, yes, the school is west of here. And they'll be like, the school is west of here. And they'll turn anything into something, something simple, and they'll turn it into a whole other thing. So yeah, trolls goes without saying. Everybody doesn't like trolls, whether it's because they piss you off directly, which don't let them get to you. It's just, they're just trying to get attention. They're lonely. They're pathetic losers. Even worse so than I was at one time. But I didn't go around trolling, now did I? to get attention and to get, get an argument, to get an entertainment out of it. It's just, you fucking dumbass. Go watch a drama, you damn emo crybabies. Oh, there's another thing. Emo crybabies. Mostly the Devil May Cry fan base. Number 3, by the way. I'm probably going to lose counting the numbers, but I'm going to see how long I can keep up the number count. DMC crybabies. They're always fucking bitching and whining. And, they hadn't even played the game. Had some guy, Young. That's all I'm going to say. This guy, Young, on here. Alright? He went around on the Devil May Cry Facebook fan page. He went around saying, the demo sucks. He doesn't have to play it. No. He hadn't played it, no. He goes around saying it sucks because he watched a video of someone playing it. How fucked up is that? How many games, he's like, oh, I'm so glad I haven't wasted my money on this game or any other game because I saw reviews. Reviews mean nothing. It helps you. Sometimes you don't want to buy a game that's rated under a 7 unless it's like really cheap. Alright? That's the way I am. Sometimes a 6. Actually, no. If it's a 6 out of 10, I'll buy it like 10 and under. But 7, I might buy for $20. It depends on how good looking the game is. And then, I'll buy it cheap. I'll probably buy almost any game cheap just to see how it is. You can return it. Used games you can return for free. Get your money back. But this guy has the fucking audacity to consider the game bad because he saw another person playing it. You think that you are saved yourself so much money? No, sir. You have not saved your money because there has been a lot of games rated under a 6 that I have loved. Dark Sector, good game. That game got horrible reviews. Some people say Alone in the Dark is good on some people. But anyways, I don't think so with that game. Enchanted Arms. That's one of my favorite RPGs of all time. That game got a fucking 6 and a 7. 6 on the PS3 because I guess I had glitch issues or something like that. You know how the PS3 is. People's blame. They're like, oh, Heavenly Sword was such a horrible game, and they're the creators. They're the creators of Devil May Cry, so it's going to suck because it's going to be like Heavenly Sword, which sucked. And then you look at Heavenly Sword, you look at all the hype it got, not the hype, but all the good reviews it got, all the, even user reviews, critic reviews, they got an 8 score out of 10. Do you know how good that is? Only good, Devil May Cry 4, which is my second favorite Devil May Cry, under 1. Okay, it got at the same score as Heavenly Sword. So if you're going to tell me that Heavenly Sword sucks, you better, and I mean you better, consider Devil May Cry a sucky series. Because if it was me, I would have gave Devil May Cry 3 a 7 out of 10. I would have gave Devil May Cry 4 an 8 out of 10 like it actually had. And Devil May Cry 1, I believe, got either an 8.5 or a 9. It depends on the place. But yeah, so a 9. I'd give it a 9. It was very fresh. It was something new. For its time, it would definitely get a 9. No question about it. Nowadays, it might have a lower rating, but whatever. So that's my rant on Devil May Cry fans. They're always, oh, the color, the hair. It's just a hair color. If I colored my hair, would my subscribers be pissed off? No. Well, they don't care about me that much, but still, you get my point. They changed Lara. Even though she looks hotter than ever, I'm sure some guy out there doesn't think that. It's hard to believe. It's really hard to believe, but hey, they have weirdos out there, just like somebody that loved Awesome Kong and thought she was so hot. I mean, yeah, sure, I think China's pretty hot, I'm in the minority with that one, but, Awesome Kong, come on, I mean, anyways, it's not because she's fat, it's just because I actually prefer big girls, but, yeah, that woman's just, no. Anyways, I'm gonna try to move on. Was it number 5? Seems like 4, I don't know. I knew I would forget the number count. I'm going to say 4 anyway, fuck it. So number 4 is, let me think about it for a second. What pisses me off? Teenagers, I was watching The Amazing Atheist. This is actually what kind of got me into this whole video concept. This whole idea really came from his video I was watching about how teenagers suck or something like that. He was ranting about how teenagers suck, and I know he made other. I think he made a child how children suck and how adults suck or whatever. I'm not sure. It seemed like he had made a series of them, but I was watching the teenagers one, and it was very funny. By the way, I really loved his impersonation of a teenager watching porn. That was really funny. Anyways, so teenagers, they are a bunch of emotional. I can't really. There's a lot of girls who are emotionally unstable. In my age group, which is like 18 to 24, I would consider my age group. Um, but that girls are emotionally unstable. Guys are more of the sexual predators, not in the pedophile way. Of course, some of them are, but more of the they just want sex and and so does girls. But mainly what was I talking about? But yeah. The teenagers are like almost all of them are emotionally unstable and they're crazy and they're rebellious and they're wild. The girls are wild. The guys can be wild, but girls are like wild by nature. And it's just like I don't know. I really hated teenage. All right, describing this from a teenage standpoint, as me as a teenager, I did not like most of the people there. The girls were too wild. I'm more of the good girl type. I really like the respectful, decent. She wears a shirt that covers her boobs type girl. I don't want no, skank or wild one who parties all the time. And it's just not my style. And so, anyways, yeah, that's the way most teenage girls are. That's the way most adult women are. But after they get like maybe I don't know, I'm guessing they stop at a certain age. I'm pretty sure they do, right? Anyways, I'm not at that age yet, so I wouldn't know. It seems like 25 is when they start getting mature, and then they kind of get too mature. That's the thing about women. I'm okay. I'm gonna change the subject to women. I don't give a shit. Women are really annoying. When they like get mature. All right. Women and people trying to be too mature or calling people immature at the wrong spots. That's going to be kind of the multi-subject. These are things that piss me off. Okay, women when they get a certain power, a certain maturity level, something that kicks in to where whether they mature because they have a baby or they mature because they have a good job or they live on their own or whatever the case is, they look down on other people. They get judgmental as hell. And that's what pisses me off about those types of women. They get a certain age, they start looking down on guys. They have to be rich or they have to be successful in some way. I can understand if you want them to have a job and a car, maybe that's kind of acceptable. But if you are so picky to where you need this. I mean, there's a lot of girls that are, I always tell other girls, I'm like, why are so many girls, they're like, a guy, before they even talk to a guy, they have this list, this fantasy list. They have a pen, and they're just writing down, you have to be this, and you have to be this, and you have to be this. And I would not look at you, and you have to be good look. Well, I don't know. Some girls seem like they care about looks. Some girls don't. Some girls just find me attractive. Some girls don't. It don't. It's kind of hard to say. I'm not the kind of guy that just asks girls their opinion of me. So I don't really know. But I know some girls like me, some girls don't. But some girls are picky just from the fact that they need this, and this, and some girls are judgmental of just pure looks. They don't even know anything about me. They just go off looks. Now either they have a boyfriend or they just I'm not their type. Whatever the case is, it don't matter. But girls are judgmental and they look down on people when they get mature enough. And it's just like I don't know. They just get this attitude where they're like they can't be immature. They just want to be as proper and it's just annoying. To me. People should be immature at all ages. They should have that immature side to them. They should be mature responsibly. They should be mature responsibly, but they should be immature socially. They should crack up a joke or two. Be goofy as hell. That's the kind of people I like. I like nerds. I like random people, goofy people. That's the people I like. Um, but just people who stuck up, and I hate preps, stuck up people, goths who hate the world and have no sense of humor. Um, I hate, like I said, the judgmental girls. Immature. Let's see if there's any immature girls. Um, I can't stand girls who date anybody, even if it's guys. I usually hear girls really. It's usually older guys who date the age. Okay, I've already made a video on age groups, but one thing that pisses me off is a girl who dates somebody 20 years older than them or younger. It don't really matter. The fact of the matter is, 20 years age difference is a huge deal. 10 years is pushing it, 12 years at the most, depending on their maturity level. But, it's just a big pile of meh. I'm really against that. And I really don't like girls who date the opposites or, completely different people who's dating. It just really turns me away from those people who completely has a completely different person they're dating. Whether it's like, I used to think I was like racist to interracial couples. I'm kind of that way. I was kind of raised that way, but not really. I'm not like, I don't mind that. It's just I was growing up around the kind of interracial couples that were completely different, and then I found out why I hated them so much. It's because of the type of people they were. You had a really white girl and a really black guy. Okay, and it's just they dating for the wrong reasons. They completely have nothing in common. It's just like I don't like that. It's just like the two people completely different. Sometimes it can work. It depends on what is different, but it's just one of those subjects I can't go into too much. You have to kind of have common sense with me here. You can't be taking things too literal because I don't have much time on each subject. So just take it for what it is and just assume the best. So yes, that's a bunch of stuff that pisses me off. I'm pretty sure there's other things. I'm gonna take my time to list a few more things, and actually, no, this video has gone on too long. Thanks for watching, guys. I might make a part 2. I'm not going to call it part 2. I'm just going to, maybe make another title that sounds different and kind of be the same things. But thanks for watching, guys. That's just a few things that piss me off, and what pisses you off? What makes you mad? What do you not like in the world? Oh, and here's another thing. I hate smokers. I want to put that out there. I really can't stand people who smoke. Making out, it kind of tastes, and it really has that taste and yeah, and so yeah, smoking, dipping. I don't like drugs. I don't like people who do drugs. I'm more against cigarettes than drugs, but I just don't like the whole, I don't like drinking that much. Like, I don't like people who overly drink. It's just kind of a turnoff, and I don't like people who party too much. Just too heavenly, pretty much almost anything. It's not really a good thing. It's kind of, if it's either like a kind of a bad thing if you do too, yeah, anything that's could be bad if you do too much of it. That's pretty much what I hate. And anyways, thanks for watching, guys. Please rate, comment, and subscribe.